The pop star Taylor Swift is countersuing a former radio host, who denies her claim that he groped her during a 2013 meet-and-greet in Denver. Danny Molisho, Reuters, Denver. On this, the radio host and the superstar agreed David Mueller, known on the air as Jackson, took his girlfriend and coworker along to meet Taylor Swift shortly before a concert in Denver on June 2, 2013. They chatted and posed for a photograph. From there, their versions differ starkly and vehemently. Now a federal jury will decide whether, as Ms. Swift says, Mr. Mueller groped her while the picture was being taken, or whether, as Mr. Mueller says, she falsely accused him, leading the radio station KYGO to fire him from a $150,000 a year job hosting a morning show. After Mr. Mueller filed his lawsuit in 2015, Ms. Swift countersued, accusing Mr. Mueller of assault and battery. Ms. Swift is scheduled to testify during the proceedings, and she was in the courtroom Monday, listening intently, in a dark jacket and white dress, as Judge William J. Martinez and lawyers from both sides questioned potential jurors for 4 hours. Many of the 60 potential jurors who were being considered for the 8-member panel said they had read or heard about the case. All were asked to fill out a 15-page questionnaire that asked, among other things, whether they had ever been inappropriately touched, falsely accused, or considered themselves fans of the entertainer. No jurors have been selected yet, though many were dismissed for a variety of reasons, including one who said on her questionnaire that she found Ms. Swift petty and dishonest. Any fans hoping to see Ms. Swift at the federal courthouse in downtown Denver will have to vie for one of the 32 seats reserved each day for the public in the courtroom, or for one of 75 in an overflow room with a closed-circuit video feed of the proceedings. The prospect of jury selection did not draw many spectators Monday, but Maya Benia, 20, a New Mexico State University student, was at the courthouse early with a letter of support she hoped to pass to Ms. Swift. "I have been a Swiftie for 11 years. I adore her so much," Ms. Benia said. "I think she's really brave for speaking up about sexual assault. It's not clear when during the trial, expected to last 9 days, Ms. Swift might testify." But her pretrial deposition provided a preview of her testimony about the events at Pepsi Center, the arena in Denver not far from the courthouse. The arena, which can seat more than 20,000 people for concerts, is also home to the city's professional basketball, ice hockey, and lacrosse teams. Ms. Swift described in the deposition getting in photo formation between Mr. Mueller and his girlfriend, and that's when, right as the moment came for us to pose for the photo, he took his hand and put it up my dress and grabbed onto my ass cheek, and no matter how much I scooted over, it was still there. It was not an accident, it was completely intentional, and I have never been so sure of anything in my life. Mr. Mueller, who has worked in radio for more than 2 decades in San Diego, Kansas City, and elsewhere, as well as in Denver, is just as adamant. According to the suit his lawyers filed, the contention that Mr. Mueller lifted up Ms. Swift's skirt and grabbed her bottom, while standing with his girlfriend, in front of Ms. Swift's photographer and Ms. Swift's highly trained security personnel, during a company-sponsored, VIP backstage meet-and-greet, is nonsense. His suit names Ms. Swift her mother, Andrea Swift, who was in town for the concert, and Frank Bell, who handled radio relations for Ms. Swift. Mr. Bell is accused of pressuring KYGO, at Andrea Swift's behest, to take action against Mr. Mueller. He was in the courtroom Monday, sitting a few feet from Ms. Swift at a table with his lawyers. The case, as Judge Martinez wrote in May in an order allowing it to proceed, will turn on credibility. In court papers, Ms. Swift anticipates a question that women often face when they make accusations of sexual assault. Why didn't she protest at the time? Ms. Swift described being too surprised, upset, offended, and alarmed, and noted that Mr. Mueller was an intimidating 6'3" and 200 pounds. Her lawyers have asked Lorraine Bayer-Devereaux, an associate professor of women and gender studies at the University of Colorado, to testify as an expert witness about how women typically react when they are sexually assaulted or harassed. As soon as Mr. Mueller and his companion, Shannon Melcher, left, Ms. Swift said that she told her tour manager and security staff that she had been groped. Members of her staff tracked down Mr. Mueller and Ms. Melcher in the Pepsi Center and escorted them out. Ms. Swift's team contacted KYGO officials to describe her allegations. Mr. Mueller was fired 2 days later. Mr. Mueller, who is scheduled to testify, has repeatedly denied groping Ms. Swift. Ms. Melcher said in a deposition that she noticed nothing unusual during the Pepsi Center meeting. Mr. Mueller has indicated that if he had touched Ms. Swift in a way she found inappropriate, it was inadvertent as he rushed to get into position for the photograph, which, though inconclusive, is expected to be key evidence at the trial. Mr. Mueller included in his complaint an account of a conversation he had with his boss the night of the concert. He claimed that his boss, a longtime acquaintance of Ms. Swift, told Mr. Mueller that he greeted her at the Pepsi Center by putting his hands on her bottom. Mr. Mueller described the man, going on to speculate that the singer wore bicycle shorts under her stage outfits. Ms. Swift has in court papers rejected the implication she was mistaken about who groped her. She said that she countersued to serve as an example to other women who may resist publicly reliving similar outrageous and humiliating acts. She has said she would donate any award to groups who work to protect women from assault.